Fiji. England and New Zealand play off in the second of the Cup semi-finals. And here are the lineups. Leuta comes in for the injured Zach Test in Mike Friday's starting lineup, captained by Madison Hughes. Maka Unufe, the number 8, has certainly shown up well this weekend for Fiji. While their stars, wherever you look, top point scorer Osea Kolenisau, Tuai, the two Tuais, Pio and Jerry Tuai, Kunatani and Rawatha, big try scorers for Fiji. And here they are, the loyal Fiji supporters. They travel all over the world to support their team. Commanding centre ground, and an opportunity for Fiji in this Glasgow tournament, the penultimate tournament, to steal a march on tabletopper South Africa, Ollie Phillips.
I mean, a real opportunity for them, but they come up against a buoyant American side, USA team that will have been disappointed on day one by their performance against Canada. 40-0 they were beaten, let's not forget that. And they have responded and rallied. And now they're in a semi-final against the in-form side here in Glasgow. The areas they're going to focus on, breakdown. You've got to nullify Fiji there. They're so dominant in this tournament. What a mouth-watering prospect ahead of us.
And Mike Friday knows full well, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best, and they don't come much better than the Fijians. Ben Ryan, well, what a job he's done with Fiji over the last 12 months or so. Tremendous competition for places and for the cherished shirts with the palm tree on the breast. This is the big man, Pio Tuai. Well, they're a big man wherever you look in this Fijian lineup. Folauniua does well, is back there, covering for USA. Semi Kunatani, 35 tries this season. Osea Kolenisau, out it goes to Katonimbau. Strides away, just checks, cuts back inside and dances over the high-striding, high-stepping Isaki. Call him ice, cool as you like, Katonimbau.
I mean, they make it look so simple, don't they? But where this comes from is fantastic work at the breakdown. They put the boot to ball originally in their own half. Unconventional for Fiji, not typical style of play they play. But in the past, this old Fijian side wouldn't have rallied to that. Instead, they're there in their droves. They put that pressure at the breakdown, turn it over, great try, and looks so easy when they do it.
So he's looking at Kunatani here, the initial thrust from him.
Yeah, I mean, it's Kunatani and Tuai there, just brilliant work at the breakdown. They're big, dominant forwards, constantly in the middle, freeing up the ball and turning over for their big runners. And there, Katonimbau just makes it look easy.
Well, we've heard already today that there are sort of French scouts eyeing potential recruits here. Katonimbau, well, he trialled with the European champions Toulon way back in 2010. And it's hard to believe that's just his first try this weekend in Glasgow.
I mean, that's an uncharacteristic mistake from Fiji there that we just see, but the strength of Tuai off that restart is phenomenal. USA set up 3 pods across the front, wanting them to kick behind, but Tuai finds a hole straight through. Look at him, one, rides over Baker, up on his feet, fights like hell. Incredible strength from him.
So USA trail by 7. Niua finds Matai Leuta in the lineup, the number 2, Maka Unufe. Perry Baker, they want to get the ball into this guy's hands. Tracked down, pulled to ground by Sivanatha Rawatha. The Fijian number 11, they'll get the penalty.
Interesting to see what the USA do here. Do they kick down, get some territory, back their line out, or have a go? If I were them, I'd go for territory. Get some restart ball, get a set piece and play. Try and drag in some Fijian defenders.
Just got a glimpse there of the Fijian coach, former England coach Ben Ryan. And a former England coach here as well, Mike Friday. Ryan in his seat, in his chair, and Friday tippy-toes, walking the hospital ward, so to speak, on the sidelines.
Both trying to look relaxed, but both have been nervous. There's an incredible rivalry between those two, and they'll want their sides to come out on top in this one.
Oh, it's a scintillating prospect, isn't it? This one, USA and Fiji. That's Rawatha in full flight. Samanatha Rawatha. Tracked down there by Maka Unufe. The little offload. Nice touch inside to Osea Kolinisau. That's the American try line in the background. Penalty USA. Well played. Good defense there from the Americans. Big Andrew Duratalo. The durable Duratalo. Takes it into contact. Can't take your eyes off this game for 1 minute. Mate Leuta has worked hard on his tactical and technical aspects of late. Still raw in some areas perhaps, but what an acquisition he's been for Mike Friday's side. There he is. Madison Hughes, the captain. Lively number 10 for USA. And this guy certainly made an impression on me this weekend. Maka Unufe, former American footballer at Utah State. Leuta, he'll take on the Fijians, as will this guy. Andrew Duratalo, a former Fiji rep at under-21s and captain the Fiji under-19s at one stage. Maka Unufe just can't get that ball away. But just touched forward there by a Fijian hand.
Yeah, unlucky at the breakdown there from Fiji. They really put some pressure on the USA, but credit to the USA, just building their pressure on Fiji, frustrating them. If you starve this Fijian side of the ball, they're going to get frustrated, and the way you do that, just keep hold of it, keep hold of it. USA going through the phases well, but unlucky there just with that offload, but great work from Fiji, and unlucky not to get the turnover.
And smiles on the faces of well, it's Katan Imbao in particular, and whatever the call is here, I mean, Andrew Duratalo speaks Fiji and the American number 6, so he knows exactly what they're up to. There he is.
Here off this scrum, if I was America, I want to get the ball into Perry Baker's hands early. Give it to him quickly and get it into space. Let him run. He's the fastest man on this field.
Well, you get your wish, Ollie Phillipson. Here he is looking to get the better of the Fijian defence on the outside. Cutting back inside, will he? Oh, good work there by the Fijian, was it Jerry Tuai?
I mean, that is the classic example of why this man's a genius, but also still so raw. Goes round the Fijian defence like there's no one there. And here as a winger, you just cannot go into touch. It's sacrilege. You've got to fight to stay in. You've just worked so hard to get all that yardage. Gifting the ball away like that is just far too simple.
Oh, it's great to see Perry Baker, the newcomer this season, in the American ranks and playing with a smile on his face. He enjoys his rugby. Does Perry Baker. Still a lot to learn, he says. Former American football player for the Pittsburgh Power, and boy, when he puts the pedal down, there is some power in those legs.
Yeah, watch Duratalo come up the middle as either a strike runner or a dummy runner here. They should use him. They'll go back down the side. You see Fiji just waiting for him in defence.
Good work by Maka Unufe, gets in behind the Fiji defence. A neat offload to Madison Hughes. And America will get back on terms here surely with a conversion, and the Fijians are just left looking at one another.
A simple, really well worked try, but they used Duratalo and Nuai there in the middle. Duratalo just outside for the pop ball, and Nuai coming up there. What an offload, one hand with Fijians crawling all over his back. Has the presence of mind to find Hughes and bring this USA side back into the game.
So Hughes to draw level. This will be the final act of the first half. Pulls it to the left of the upright. So Fiji still hold a slender advantage as we approach the break. Let's have another look.
Yeah, just holding the ball, holding the ball. He's got Duratalo, and then those three just linking up so well, and a wonderful offload there. That is textbook great play from the USA right in the stroke of half-time.
So it's very close call then at the break here. The United States 5, Fiji 7.
They're languishing there. Okay, you're allowing them an opportunity. They're big men. Second man in, you've got to get in quicker and make that hit. Then the draws attention to the referee that they're not getting to their feet.
Accelerate before we start settling, okay? When we get the ball, make sure that our possession we hang on to and hold and keep applying pressure, because we should have scored 2 up there, and now we need it's our kick-off now. We get the ball back, but if in doubt, we create a ruck and then we play a little bit wider and put some pressure on them on their outside channels. You got it? Yeah. Do you realise this is now a game we're in, yeah? And you've got to empty the tanks. Subs are ready to come on, but let's go hard, eh? Okay, one change, no need for Jerry.
Yeah, Ben Ryan recognises that some of the Fijian players do go AWOL at times in games, don't they? And they need to retain that concentration.
They do, and I think that's credit to the USA side. They've managed to put them off their correct game, and Ben Ryan recognising that, saying, we're in a game now, we need you to step up, empty the tanks. And you listen to Mike Friday, what he says is, we need to carry that on, we need to keep frustrating them. How are we going to do that? Let's get that second man into the breakdown straight away, win our ball. Great coaching from them both, clear, precise. Let's see how they react.
So just to remind ourselves, South Africa top the world rankings at the moment on 129 points. Fiji are on 125. And it looks as if it goes right down to the wire. And next week's tournament, the final tournament of the series in London and at Twickenham.
See how USA react to this here. We've seen Pio Tuai, number 5. He's the one they always go to on this restart. He's coming in, they're going to go short. USA not quite responding.
Oh, well taken in the air by Danny Barrett. Man from Seattle, a number 8 in 15s.
Nova's good.
That's a brilliant turnover. Tuai, best hands in the Fijian lineup, and the dancing feet here of the captain, Asia Kolinisau. But look how quickly Andrew Duratala was in there to win the turnover. A chance, a half chance perhaps. Perry Baker lurks on the wide outside, but neither forwards are taking it up once more. Look at Andrew Duratalo powering his way downfield. Baker slips, checks, or Colin Isles rather. That's so typical of Mike Friday. Just making a quick change. Colin Isles has got pace, as we know. Madison Hughes. Hughes turning inside Pio Jerry Tuai. Oh, there was a half chance there. Wow.
So here, really interesting here. USA recognising the rule. He's one man on his own, so it can't be a maul. Just waiting. That is great. That shows the evolution of this USA side. They've just come on in leaps and bounds this year of their understanding. No one commits to it, so it's not a maul. And then they win the penalty because they don't release the tackler. Brilliant play from USA.
And straight out of Mike Friday's coaching manual.
It is. It's down to good coaching, yes, but it's got to be executed on the field too. In that split second, you've got to make a good decision, and they're demonstrating that perfectly.
Well, you're saying how far they've come. 12 months ago here in Glasgow, they were in the Shield final, and here they are in the Cup semi-final. Got the Cup semi-final in the home tournament in Las Vegas. They lost to New Zealand, the first Cup final since 2010. Kolinisau. Straight into midfield, a neat step there from Nasila Sila. There he is with number 8 on his back, Pio Tuai, a reformed, rejuvenated player, and Ben Ryan. Now then there's a chance for Kolinisau. The straight running of Kolinisau takes him inside. Folau Niua. Kolinisau is away, chucking him down. There's Makau Nufe. Leaps on his back and pulls him down like a wildebeest. No quarter asked and no quarter given here. Katonimbau thought he might be in for a second try. Ball swept into midfield. Pio Tuai, the Westfielder. Toka club. The offload. No one does it better than Pio Tuai. Offloads to Semi Kunatani.
I mean, this is outstanding. The work rate from USA, the scramble defence is phenomenal. Everyone working and busting a gut to get back there. But Fiji just so good. And when you've got somebody like Pio Tuai, such a huge man mountain in the middle you can go to when you need him. Just phenomenal. He gets the ball, wonderful offloading from them all the way. And then the man, as always, Kunatani on his shoulder to score the try. Outstanding.
Yeah, and the usual celebration from Semi Kunatani, the little Yola Tambo sign.
And here it is there, Pio Tuai just holding it up, and look at that lovely out the back pass of his right hand. And number 2, Kunatani, every single time you need him, he's there. Outstanding play from Fiji.
There it is. The yellow tambo, the sign of the Holy Spirit. That try has been well greeted by the supporters. As Fiji make a substitution here, they bring on the youngster, the newcomer, making his debut here, Kitioni Talinga, wearing 6, running into midfield.
So Fiji setting up again here. Pio Tuai, they're going to go short, they're going to go down the middle. Can Barrett, the lifter, get the ball again like last time?
Yeah, they brought off...
Well played, Barrett, reacting. Great spot from the USA, and they get the ball back.
Colin Isles, can he break clear? Not if Pio Tuai has something to say about it. I mean, they brought off Kolinisau, the Fijians, they brought off Nasila Sila, and they bring on Talinga, yet another potential playmaker. This is Danny Barrett, though. Solid. Danny Barrett. Oh, lovely flick on to Colin Isles. Isles is away, he's spotted a gap. We've seen the pace of Paddy Baker already this weekend. Haven't seen too much of Colin Isles. For so long, the poster boy, wasn't he, of American rugby?
He was, and he's got so much pace. I don't know why he goes up the middle there. Just back his wheels to go all the way on the outside. But you know, anyway, the USA managed to retain the ball. Let's see if they can do something with it now.
Colin Isles was in the way there. He almost paid the price.
I mean, it's just so unlucky there, Colin Isles. He's so fast. He's got Pio Tuai inside him. All he needs to do is put the burners on it, go around him all day. He elects to step back inside through the middle, and he's swarmed by 4 Fijians there. If he just keeps going to the right, he's in his try time all day. And now that is, again, a bit of understanding from this USA side and the evolution and growth of him as a player.
Yeah, still has some learning to do, does Colin Isles, but he is a quick learner. By his own admission, he's got a long way to go, but boy, can he go, can he shift. 10.13 seconds for the 100 meters, and equates to about 27 miles an hour in full flight. So he might have a chance again here as Martin Yosefo. He gets an opportunity from the Wahiawa on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. Breezing down the far touchline here is Colin Isles once more. Couldn't hold on to possession, and here's a chance for Fiji to counter. Josiah Winnie up over the 10-meter line. Barges the American player out of the way, and here comes Semi Kunatani striding away for the corner. And this could well seal it for Fiji at a place in the cup final. Semi Kunatani. Well, what more is there to say about this man?
I mean, a superb try from Fiji, but it comes again. We spoke about Colin Isles, his blistering pace, but then his little bit of poor decision-making understanding. He goes round the outside here. Wonderful pace to get outside Ruaka. There, he's in the mixer. He just hits the spin. You cannot lose the ball there. You lose the ball against quality teams, they make you pay. None more so than Fiji. They get it, they shift it to the width. Their best player on the field all season, Kunatani, outstanding from minute 1, and he goes over to the score.
Yeah, great try for Semi Kunatani, and that, I think, draws him level now with his colleague Savanatha Rawatha on 37 tries. Remarkable feat. They still trail Sebelo Sinatla, though, the South African. The Blue Wiggers are in fine voice. Some stats there for Semi Kunatani. Tackler carries the ball.
Stay behind.
And 8 tries scored here in Scotstoun.
I mean, he's outstanding, and that's why Toulouse have signed him for next year. Where they're going to play him, who knows? Back row on the wing, but an outstanding talent nonetheless, Kunatani.
It's great news for Kunatani, of course, and his family. Dorotalo to Danny Barrett. A little hitch kick, a goose step. Good strength as Danny Barrett. It's been a great semi-final, this. At Fiji. They're showing why they are such potential champions. 3 cup wins to the names already this year on the Gold Coast, and back-to-back wins in Las Vegas and in Hong Kong.
Release!
Bender just about manages to get the ball down. Colin Isles has a quick look. Madison Hughes. Such a deceptive little player is Madison Hughes. Dorotalo once more out to Danny Barrett, and the USA will have the last word, will they? No, they won't.
So unlucky.
Richard Kelly spots the forward pass. But a cracking cup semi-final. Handshakes all round. That's the spirit of 7th rugby for you. that the United States, well, they can mark this as a progress that they made over the last 12 months or so.